Okay, right, we are on to the next part of the learning process here, team, and this is a video presentation I'm going to do for you guys on the whole macros and calories and nutrition and all that jazz. So you need to listen up, you need to sit down, you need to buckle up for a roller coaster of a ride. I'm going to be dropping knowledge bombs, and I'm going to be giving you everything you need to make a massive transformational change on my program, and I want to welcome you on board with huge open arms, and I cannot wait to bring you through all this information that is going to radically change how you look and how you will feel after watching this video. Probably the most powerful video I have on this website, so you need to be very, very open, and you need to get a pen and a paper. If not, pause the video, off you go and grab some pen and paper, and then you need to write down everything that you learn on this video presentation, and we're going to pretty much blow stuff up for you physically and mentally. You're going to make massive leaps in your body shape and massive leaps in your mindset. It's going to be unreal. So, macros and calories. Okay, what's the dealio? What are macros? Okay, basically you've heard your friends talk about these on various different diets and whatever. So look, macros are basically food, fancy term for protein. So that's basically from all your lean meats. So stuff like your beef, your chicken, your turkey, your fish, your cottage cheese, your Greek yogurts, your protein powders, okay? And it's a very, very, very important, probably the best macronutrient that you guys need to be maximizing when it comes to getting in ridiculous body shape. Okay, it's definitely overlooked and definitely under-eaten by plenty of women whose food diaries I have reviewed over the years in my 10 years of being in the fitness industry. Number 2, carbohydrates. That's a macro as well. Definitely over abused by a lot of people when it comes to food. They are delicious, I'm not going to get you wrong. Who doesn't like carbs? But you can actually include them in a fat loss program 100% when you look at the rest of your numbers, which is crucial. So carbohydrates are going to be coming from your sources like your oatmeal, your sweet potatoes, your rice, your pastas, your breads, all that kind of stuff. And believe it or not, your fruit and your vegetables. So they are cruciferous carbohydrates, so you want your fiber from them, and they are really important as well too, guys. We live in an age where people are kind of going low carb, ketogenic diets, and they like to do these extreme low carb diets, and it's just not sustainable long term, guys. So let's just include them in a healthy eating plan and still get in outrageous shape. Yeah, so fat is the third macronutrient, and that is actually essential. Okay, believe it or not, a lot of people view fat as something that's evil. So fat is not evil. Stalin and Hitler were evil, okay, but fat is definitely not evil. Your 70% of your brain is fat. All your living cells, the mitochondria, like the phospholipids, contain saturated fats as well. And believe it or not, breast milk as well is 50% saturated fat. So Mother Nature is really trying to tell you something. It's an essential macronutrient. Obviously, it's very calorie dense, so it's 9 calories per gram of fat. So if you eat too much of it, yeah, you're going to get fat. So just don't pay attention to people who are like, oh, eat more fat and lose more fat. That's not the case whatsoever. Just eat it in smaller amounts, team. Yeah, really important. So what are calories? What's the deal? Who are they? Where do they come from? They are units of energy that your body uses as fuel, okay? Simple as that. You eat too much food, you gain weight. You eat a little less food than your body requires, you're going to lose weight. That is the process. There is no yes, no, or in between. The science has proven that time and time again, and I've proven that with my program, which has helped hundreds and hundreds of women who have jumped on board, okay? So you have to think of calories as your body's petrol or your diesel, okay? It's all about numbers and just eating just enough to keep you going. If you want to lose fat and maintain healthy weight loss, it's about creating a deficit in the body. So that's what calories pretty much are. They're just units of energy in your food. What does your body do with the calories? Where do they go? Well, you know, when the clothes start to feel tighter, you can't quite button up the jeans, well, that's really what's happening. So your body stores them as stored energy or as body fat, okay? That's how we gain weight over time. It doesn't happen overnight, team, okay? So putting on weight is a gradual, slow process, just like losing weight too as well. You can't rush it, you can't control the amount of weight you're losing, but you can actually lose that fat that you've gained. Okay, so calories is pretty much stored body weight fat. We store them. If you eat too much, if you eat just under what you need, you're going to lose it. Okay, so you're going to use them to fuel everything you do on a daily basis and your exercise activity. If you're somebody who sits down in an office all day, you're going to burn less calories than somebody who is very active in an active job and they work out and they're outdoors quite a lot. So if that makes sense, so you need to get moving to start burning calories, team. How does your body burn calories? Very simple. We have something called our resting state energy use, okay? That is your maintenance. So what's this guy mean? If you just lay down on the floor all day and did absolutely nothing else, that is the minimum requirement for your body to survive. This bit is really important. I want you to pay attention to this now when you're watching this video. That's the minimum calorie requirement to just lie on the floor and let your body be alive, pretty much. Just to flick the eyelids, to breathe, for your heart to beat, for your brain to work, for your organs to function, okay? And then exercise actually burns off calories as well, okay? Not a huge amount. So when you hear these programs that burn 1,000 calories and all that kind of stuff, it's all bullshit, people, okay? So you need to be looking at your overall food intake to have healthy fat loss and weight loss. Yes, so resting state energy use, really important, okay? That's the minimum amount your body needs just to survive. Yeah, now how do you lose body fat? Okay, how do you lose those wobbly bits? Very simple. Doesn't matter if you need to lose 1 stone, 2 stone, 3 stone, or 5 pounds, or 2% body fat. It all boils down to the same thing. You need to reduce your intake of food and eat less overall calories. So you need to find what your resting metabolic rate is, get 10% off that, and you need to just eat slightly under that number and maintain that deficit consistently over time. That is the magic. That is how you lose weight. That is how you lose fat, okay? You need to exercise more. So I'm a big fan of strength training that we do at Super Mammy Academy 3 times a week. Exercising has profound effects on the human body, especially your mind as well. So it's going to make you feel better, not just look better, and you're going to burn more calories. You're going to burn more fat and help maintain that lean muscle tissue that you so much desire, so you look awesome in those skinny jeans and that dress. I like a combination of the both. The two of them back to back is probably the most profound way to dramatically change how you look and how you feel. Yeah. So combining macros and calories, team. Some calories are more beneficial than others, okay? So if you're going to have 100 grams of chicken, that's going to be so much better for you than 100 grams of donuts or chocolates, yeah? So protein is more filling, and it's going to help fill you up for 2 to 3 hours. If you have something that's very rich in carbohydrates and sugar, like your chocolate, 100 grams of chocolate, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get a sugar crash, you're going to crave more, and it's not really going to fill you up, and you'll end up overeating more calories. Okay, so the type of calories matter really if you're looking for body shaping goals, okay? Can you eat junk food only and still lose weight? 100% yes, that is totally possible. But you need to listen to this part, and it's very important that you get this and understand this, that losing weight doesn't mean you're going to look better. I know loads of people that do crash diets and they actually look worse off, okay? So if you're striving for body shape changes and for a transformation, you want to look better, then you need to be looking at your calories and your fat loss and your measurements, team. So yes, you can lose weight on a junk food diet, but you're going to look like a bag of crap. And that's what losing weight is all about. You're losing muscle tissue and fat, okay? And that's a really bad situation to be in. Protein, why is that so important? I bang on about that because it's going to help maintain and keep off hunger levels, okay? It's going to help maintain lean muscle tissue. Yes, you have muscle, ladies, but you want to protect it and maintain it so you create that firm, toned look. You have to think that fat is surrounding the muscle tissue, and to get rid of the fat, you need to create that calorie deficit and keep protein levels high enough so you don't lose that muscle underneath the fat. First, we got to get rid of the fat to create that tone, okay? So you need to understand why protein is so important for that. It's not going to bulk you up. It's going to help protect the muscle so you create that shape in time. You need to start monitoring your food. This is MyFitnessPal. It's a screenshot I have of one of the clients for their end of day calories and their macro breakdown. You can see here they had 30% carbohydrates, they had 33% fat and 37% protein. Really, really handy for letting you know where you are. Creates clarity. It gives you the exact numbers, and if you don't know your numbers, you're not going to make any transformational changes with your body whatsoever. Okay, so it's really important that you get on board this video, you understand this process, and you start monitoring your food with MyFitnessPal. I show you that on the next video, so straight after you watch this, really important that you go on to part 2 and watch how I tell you to set up MyFitnessPal on your phone. Yeah, you need to be aware of what you're doing right now. It's no point telling me you can't lose weight if you're not tracking how much food you're eating and where your target is and how many grams of protein, carbs and fats you're eating. So you need to be aware of how much food are you eating. Are you eating too much? Are you going over your basic calorie needs, or are you creating a deficit that's low enough that you're going to lose fat consistently? You just need to track that, guys. I need to see that. Understanding what you're eating. How much food are you eating? Are you not eating enough protein? Are you eating too many carbohydrates? Are your macro ratios gone off? Are you eating too little calories? Are you starving yourself and then binge eating at the weekend? You need to understand what food you're eating. You need to learn how to make better choices. This is a process, okay? So you're going to learn how to make better, healthier, long-term habitual changes, as opposed to using a quick fix that is just going to help you put back on all the weight, every single gram plus interest. We don't want that. So this is learning. You're going to come across the same obstacles and the same struggles, but once you become very clear of where you are right now and making better choices, it puts you back in control of your food, and it's no longer a diet. It's actually a lifestyle change, which makes the process a lot easier. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You need to start monitoring straight away, guys. Go on to part 2 of this video and learn how to set up MyFitnessPal. Absolutely crucial that you get that downloaded. I show you the setup and how to set it up and what your numbers should be. I tell you exactly what to eat, what your numbers are, what you need to calculate, and you can scan absolutely any food you want on this planet onto MyFitnessPal and then get you into awesome, incredible shape ASAP. So you need to get on board that video, part 2, after you've watched this, and I cannot wait to see your results on the next part of this program. Okay, that is pretty much it, team.